Hi, it's Olivia Blanchard, the brand builder again, and we're in the Batcave today. So excuse the mess and evidently the kind of orange hue. I'm not really sure why it's giving us that color. So I was kind of give the social media ROI, or return on investment discussion, a break to let you guys digest a little bit. And honestly, I'm very aware that I've given you a lot of what answers, but I haven't really touched on the how yet. How do you actually use R.O.I methodology to measure the ROI of social media, or anything for that matter? How do you actually do this? And sorry, I'm not going to address that today. I'm going to string you on a little bit longer, but I'll eventually get to it. What I want to show you today is what not to do, and some of the traps that some social media experts fall into when they try to find a quick solution to this. And let me just say this just up front. Social media ROI can't be calculated with an equation. It's not as simple as just putting an equation on a spreadsheet and filling in the blanks and coming out with a number that's going to give you what you're looking for. It's actually not any more complicated than that, but the process is different. It's actually, you need different steps, and you need to look at timelines. Timelines are very important because you need to determine when something actually started working and when differences were made from what you were doing before to what you're doing now. So there's a visual element of it where you're calculating and looking at impact, and there's a correlation element of it, and then towards the end, once you've measured all this, then you bring in the numbers, the cost accounting and the sales, and you crunch the numbers on a spreadsheet. But you can't do it from the start. It's multi-phases. So let me show you this quick little thing. It's I guess it's a social media or social networking ROI calculator that we found yesterday. That, you know, it's a good first effort, but it's complete bunk, and don't fall for this kind of junk, because you're just going to be wasting your time and your money. So let me show you the screen. And by the way, this is no dig on Charlene Lee and Josh Bernoff, who put this together, because they're normally brilliant, but it just comes to show you that just because you know your stuffs, you're not always going to get it right the first time. So this is basically, you know, it looks like a cost accounting spreadsheet. You have the setting up of social media, training of personnel, social media monitoring, activities. So these are all the, you know, the costs, and so far we're not getting in trouble. This is good stuff. Daily incoming users to calculate the value of incoming clicks. Now we're starting to get a little bit into a scary area, because this is, you know, new media stuff, but very old thinking. We're talking eyeballs, so this is a very limited type of impact. But then we're getting into this weird area here where we're calculating the PR value. And wait, there we go. The PR value. And the elements of that are quantity of stories, the value of stories, and then you can determine the PR value gross. What's the value of a story? How do you assign a value to something like a story? Okay, wait, I'm not done. So just below that, you have another area called word of mouth value. And the elements are quantity of post, value of post, word of mouth value gross, and research value, quantity of focus groups. Okay, now, how do you assign a value arbitrarily to word of mouth? How do you actually quantify that? This is completely the wrong approach. And basically, I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I have the link right below the video, so click on it and go through it. Some elements of this are very good. Some elements are complete bunk. And the problem is that as an ROI calculator, it just doesn't work. So much of the process is missing in this. And I applaud Charlene and Josh for putting this together and attempting to put together an ROI calculator, but this is completely the wrong way to do it. So be very, very careful when you see stuff like this pop up. Even if the people who show it to you have fantastic reputations, it doesn't mean it's actually going to work. So that's my word of caution for today. And since it looks like it's going to storm, I'm going to probably unplug my computer. All right, take care, guys. Thanks very much for watching again.